So what's with the Rings of Power's obsession with eating bugs, scorpions, and huge swamp snails? Let's find out. Hello everybody and welcome to yet another video. Well then, my dear friends, there is something that I have been thinking about since the first episode of the second season of the Rings of Power, I believe, and there are 4 of them as of making of this video. I have reviewed them all. Should you wish to check them out, they are on my channel. And that is the obsession, what I've been thinking about, of the showrunners and the screenwriters and the directors of the Rings of Power with eating bugs and scorpions and all kinds of strange things. But first, let me, my dear friends, thank all my channel members and invite you who haven't joined yet and might think about joining. I have just recently started a brand new feature, a brand new extra content just for channel members that is coming out twice a week. So on top of my live streams being available to be played back only by my channel members and 1 extra video a month, there are now 2 extra longer posts a week being posted about good literature, good films. I take my time, I get out of my way, and I review things that I think my subscribers would like to enjoy, things that might, be unknown to them or things they might have heard about, but definitely things that are of the fantasy and science fiction genre that I consider to be worth my subscribers' attention, and I will review it for them, I will post it, I will recommend it to them, and then we have a little discussion in the comments, all for my channel members. So if you wish to join this channel, there is a little button under this video. It's only 1 tier, the cheapest one. You will be more than welcome into the brotherhood of European law. Right then, so to the bugs. Now, people have been commenting under my videos, well, you can't compare the Rings of Power to anything that Tolkien wrote. Yes, that's something I have been saying for about 2 years. This got nothing to do with what Tolkien wrote. But I have also been saying, because I fancy myself a very reliable critic, and this is only a hobby of mine. I mean, I have a day job, I'm a teacher, so I just do this for the fun of it. But I always criticize everything on its own as well. I always mention the aspect of the craft, where I take into consideration now, when we are talking about films and TV shows, the production, the script, the camera, the visuals, and so on and so forth. And I have always been saying that the writing of The Rings of Power, standing on its own, not taking, Tolkien into consideration, is very, very, very bad. The plot is all over the place. The script is all over the place. The characters, the writing, the dialogue. I mean, it's all plank of word. It's very, very strange. And then, of course, if you actually listen to what the people are saying, so you must actually sit down and watch the episodes, watch the work of art you are reviewing. It's not enough to just watch reviews of other YouTubers or just watch the trailers or read the summaries on Wikipedia. You have to actually watch to be able to criticize it thoroughly. And like 99% of the entire script of The Rings of Power is an utter gobshite that is there only to fill the time of 1 hour each episode. Because they took the appendices to The Lord of the Rings, and apparently also, we got to know in my latest review, the entire book, The Lord of the Rings, and just took a sentence, took an utterance here and there, took a name, put it in there, but they then built their entire utter goulash of shite around it. And so there are many instances of like long conversations about, you might remember from the first season, why does a rock sink and why a ship doesn't, and the sea is always right. And those things are always random. I mean, they are randomly talking about something nonsensical. And then you've got the bugs. So in the first season, it started, like very, very slightly, very slowly, with kind of a normal thing that everybody could objectively understand. The hobo hobbits were gathering like berries, and they were all dirty when they were eating them. All right, I can understand that. But then there was like this long passage of fake Gandalf eating snails with their shells. And you went like, all right, this guy has apparently more than just amnesia. So they like really spent a considerable amount of time on it. But he waved it off because there were, like other things to concern yourselves with. And then you have the second season. Only 4 episodes so far, and I have covered it. They have eaten bugs. They have eaten, or they talked about eating scorpions. They talked about sitting on cacti, and other characters, Arondir with fake Isildur, they were eating a huge snail from the swamp, which was preceded by the line uttered by Arondir, who said, "There are many strange, unnamed things living in the depths of the earth. We shall call this one a supper." And then they ate it. So they got attacked by a huge swamp monster just to eat it. What's this? Come on, right. So, but this, to the matter at hand. These... these are the hobo hobbits and the Rajesh hobbit. But there you go. So this is the scene where the stranger and Nori Harfush were eating bugs. So what happened before was that they were traveling through desert, as they have been for the last bloody 10 episodes or whatever it was. And they found a tree, and they were hungry. And Nori told him, "Yeah, you can do magic and grow apples on that tree. Come on, do it. And he was like, no. He was hesitant at first. And then he said, all right, I'll do it. So he tried to do the magic, and he blew the tree apart. It's what he does. He blows things apart, and he sends hobbits into the skies in some sort of strange vortex of dust and sand. And so only like a stump of the tree remained, and a bunch of huge, humongous black bugs started crawling out of that stump of the tree. And the stranger was like scared and said something like, "Oh, what is this?" And Nori said, "Dinner." So cut to the next scene. They are sitting over the fire, roasting those bugs. So they were talking about them, and then they had this long discussion when the stranger said, I don't like how they are like tickling in my throat. They are tickling me in my throat. And Nori said, "That's the best part. They are dancing." So putting all this obsession with eating bugs aside, what does that even mean? Who would say this in both the real world and the secondary world, in fiction? Who but a completely deranged, mentally challenged, stunted person would say that? That's the best part. It's like they were dancing. Because you're eating bugs and their legs are tickling you in your throat. This is something that, it's so stupid. It's so nonsensical. It's so out of the fantasy genre and reality and, sanity, that you can't seriously tell me that this show is well written. You can't seriously tell me that the show is good. And this is just one example of many. I could just build an entire channel around how the Rings of Power is stupid, but that would be an extremely boring channel, wouldn't it? So I'm not going to do that. I'm actually quite looking forward to the Rings of Power Season 2 being over, so I can just and only make positive videos. Right, so let me know in the comments down below what you think, my dear friends, and that'll be all. And don't forget to consider joining the European Law Channel membership. And that'll be all. Namarie.